Testing, testing. Good morning, everyone. We will start in 5 minutes. Good morning. We're about to begin. So get yourself comfortable for yet another beautiful Sunday morning guided meditation. I'm Reverend Anne Ahokangas. Welcome. Join with me in consciousness as we enter into the stillness. Into the absolute love of Spirit. Into a state of loving kindness. Into the awareness of the One. Close your eyes and sit comfortably with your feet flat on the floor and your spine straight. And just consciously relax your whole body. And I invite you to keep your eyes closed throughout the whole visualization and bring your awareness inward. Without straining or concentrating, just relax and gently follow the instructions. So let's begin by taking a deep breath in, holding it for a moment, and breathing out. Take another deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and let it out. So today, the intention is to receive loving kindness. Keeping your eyes closed, let's begin by thinking of a person close to you who loves you very much. It could be someone from the past or the present, someone still in life or who has passed. It could be a spiritual teacher or guide, but someone who loves you very much. Imagine that person standing on your right side, sending you their love. That person is sending you wishes for your safety, for your well-being, and happiness. Feel the warm wishes and love coming from that person towards you. And now bring to mind the same person or another person who cherishes you deeply. And imagine that person standing on your left side. Sending you wishes of wellness, for your health and happiness. Feel the kindness and warmth coming to you from that person. Now, using your imagination again, see yourself surrounded on all sides by all the people who love you and have loved you. Picture all of your friends and loved ones surrounding you. They are standing, sending you wishes for your happiness, well-being, and health. Just take a moment to bask in the warm wishes and love coming from all sides. Feel yourself being filled and overflowing with this warmth and this love. And now, as you are overflowing, let's send that loving kindness to loved ones. Bring your awareness back to the person standing on your right side. Begin to send the love that you feel back to that person. You and this person are similar. Just like you, this person wishes to be happy. Send all your love and warm wishes to that person. And now repeat the following phrases silently in your mind. Laura, would you please open the front door? So take a moment to take a deep breath and get centered. And repeat the following phrases silently. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be free from pain. And see this person beside you receiving this. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be free from pain. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be free from pain. And now focus your awareness on the person standing on your left side. Begin to direct the love within you to that person, sending all your love and warmth to that person, knowing that you and that person are alike. Just like you, that person wishes to have a good life. And again, repeat the following phrases silently. Just as I wish to, may you be safe. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and happiness. Just as I wish to, may you be safe. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and happiness. just as I wish to. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and happiness. Now picture another person that you love. Perhaps it's a relative or a friend. This person, like you, wishes to have a happy life. So begin by sending warm wishes to that person. And repeat the following phrases silently. May your life be filled with happiness, health, and well-being. May your life be filled with happiness, health, and well-being. And let's take some time now to send loving kindness to neutral people in your life. Think of an acquaintance, someone you don't know very well, and toward whom you do not have any particular feeling. You and this person are alike because you both wish to have a good life. So send all your wishes for well-being to that person, repeating the following phrases silently. Just as I wish to, may you also live with ease and happiness. Just as I wish to, may you live with ease and happiness. Now bring to mind another acquaintance toward whom you feel neutral. Perhaps it's a neighbor or a colleague, or someone else that you see around but don't know very well. Like you, this person wishes to experience joy and well-being in their life. Send all your good wishes to that person, repeating the following phrases silently. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from all pain. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from all pain. And let's take the time now to send loving kindness to all living beings. By expanding your awareness, picture the whole globe in front of you as a little ball. And send warm wishes to all living beings on the globe who, like you, wish to be happy. And say silently in your mind, just as I wish to, may you live with ease, happiness, and good health. Just as I wish to, may you live with ease, happiness, and good health. Just as I wish to, may you live with ease, happiness, and good health. And now take a deep breath in and breathe out. And another deep breath in and let it go. Noticing the state of your mind and how you feel in this moment. And just take the time to rest in this feeling. It is in this divine presence that everything has its being. It is the source of love and the resource of everything. It is in this state of loving kindness that is the true reality. Knowing all is well, I let go and I let it be so. Please join with me in affirming, and so it is.
fixing this and that, giving it up to God and then taking it back. Just release and let it go. You don't even have to think about it no more. Get out of the way, 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 get out the way, and let God do its thing. You look like the weight of the world's on your back. Just take a deep breath and cut yourself some slack. All that drama ain't good for you. You couldn't change what is if you wanted to. So get out of the way, 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 get out the way, let God do its thing. Woo! Gonna shine and the river's gonna flow. The tide's gonna rise without your say so. The universe is working and the good is flowing. You don't plant a seed, then dig it up and see if it's growing. Get out of the way, get out of the way, hey, get out of the way, get out of the way, get out the way, let God do its thing. About the state of the economy, I don't believe most of what I see. I know what I know to be. God is so good all the time. God is so good all the time. God is so good, so good, so good all the time, all the time. I'm walking by faith and not by sight. 'Cause what seems wrong today, tomorrow might seem right. All is well and it's all good and unfolding as it should. 'Cause God is so good all the time. God is so good all the time. God is so good, so good, so good all the time, all the time. Well, God is so good through the highs and the lows, so good through the troubles and the woes, so good through the peaks and the valleys, so I can feel the spirit inside me, so good, my, I wanna testify all the time. Tell you why God is so good through my darkness. God is so good. I call on the mighty God is so good to carry me through. You better believe it's true. God is so good, so good, so good all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. Through my highs and lows, all the time. Through my ups and downs, all the time. There's one thing that never changes. It's the grace of God. It's so good, so good, so good, so good all the time, all the time. My God is so good, all the time, so good all the time, all the time. God is so good, all the time, so good all the time. Well, God is so good, so good, so good all the time.
Let it be easy. I'm gonna let it be easy. I'm gonna make the choice every day to trust my voice be so easy. I used to run around, beat myself to the ground. I thought this was the way to be. I thought that true success was having so much stress, till I heard a voice calling to me, saying, let it be easy. Let it be easy. I'm gonna make a choice to trust my voice. Let it be easy. Now that I see the light, I won't work all day and night. I vow to take good care of me. I don't need to run a race. Well, I'm choosing ease and grace, enjoying the ride effortlessly. Gonna let it be easy. Every day now, easy. I'm gonna make a choice to trust my voice. Let it be easy. Easy. Gonna let it be easy. Oh, make a choice. Trust my voice. So easy. Easy. Well, I get the job done. Easy when I'm having fun. Easy every day. Easy. It's the only way. It's the only way. Easy. Oh, easy. I'm gonna make a choice to trust my voice. Let it be easy. I'm gonna make a choice to trust my voice. I'll let it be so easy. I'm gonna make a choice to trust my voice. Let it be. Gonna let it be easy. Oh, let it be easy.
Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you here in the sanctuary, and nice to, of those who are joining us online this morning, we offer you a warm welcome. My name is Marcia Daly. I'm your presenter for today. If there's anyone here in the sanctuary for the very first time, I have a welcome gift for you, so you can see me after. We are a tithing center, so 10% of all we receive goes back into the community to bless and serve. And this month, our tithe is going for the first quarter to Native Women's Center as well as Unity Canada. I'd also like to bring to your attention Those who are here, you're receiving a brochure or pamphlet that's outlining the program for March and April. And I want to draw your attention to the community visioning and potluck lunch on the 19th of March, spiritual cinema, which will begin at the end of March, and the AGM, which is slated for the 30th of April, lunch included. So those are dates to mark in your paper calendars, if you still have them, or your electronic calendars on your phone. And those of you who are online, you may go to our website. The calendar is there for you as well. So let's start with our very first song, Just Do It, sung for us by Emilio Zaras and written by Karen Drucker and John Hoy.
So funny.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Emilio. It's funny, I'm not a rapper, just do it. So welcome, everyone. I'm Anne Ahokangas, and it's my delight to be here with you today. So let's begin with opening prayer, and I invite you to join with me in consciousness as I speak this prayer in the first person, present tense, and positive, remembering there is only one thing going on here, spirit. So take a deep breath, close your eyes if that's comfortable. Bring your attention from your head and your whirling thoughts and plans, and bring your focus to your heart center. For this is where spirit resides, at the core of who I am. It is the divine. It is the absolute. It is the field of pure potentiality. It is source and it is resource. It is infinite. It is everything. And I know that I live, move, and have my being within it, for it is who I am. And as I remember this truth, I also remember that my thoughts create my life. So today I choose good ones, empowering ones. I choose thoughts about how supportive and loving life is, and how benevolent life is, and I open to it. I open to it in every way that I know how. I know that Spirit supports me in every way. And as I say yes to its guidance, I feel it. I feel it in the way that is perfect for me. So I move forward in my day, in my week, knowing that this infinite mind of God fills my awareness with all I need. I am so thankful, so grateful. I let go and I let it be so. Please join with me in affirming, and so it is.
I
From the absolute word, our affirmation for today is, I realize my potential. Yes, I can. And the word is potential. Growing up, I received encouragement from my family, school teachers, and other adults in my life. Their positive, affirming words encouraged me to pursue my passions and trust my inherent talents so I might realize my potential. These days, I rely on my innate divinity for discerning how I might best fulfill my potential. I prayerfully tune in to what possibilities remain to be realized in my life. What ignites my passion for self-expression? Inspiration occurs from the time I invest in prayer. As I pray, I release any lingering doubts or insecurities as my energy and enthusiasm are renewed. Nothing can stop me from stepping out boldly into the world to fulfill my potential.
No, carpe diem. Okay, sorry, what? Okay, let's start from the beginning. Sure. What? It's not set up to play cross-style. Oh, so I have to do it a cappella? Yes, do you want to do that? Sure. Because it's not going to play? Oh. It'll play this one slide. Okay, let's do it.
Carpe, carpe, carpe diem, carpe, carpe, carpe diem.
Seize the day, for the day is a gift from God. Carpe, carpe,
Carpe, carpe,
carpe vita,
carpe vita,
carpe, carpe,
carpe, carpe,
carpe vita,
carpe vita.
seize the life, for the life is a gift. Seize the day, for the day is a gift from God. Carpe, 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 carpe gaudium, carpe gaudium, carpe, 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 carpe gaudium, carpe gaudium. Seize the joy, for the joy is a gift. Seize the life, for the life is a gift. Seize the day, for the day is a gift from God. Carpe, 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 carpe lisum, carpe lisum, carpe, 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 carpe lisum, carpe lisum. Seize the laughter is a gift. Seize the joy, for the joy is a gift. Seize the life, for the life is a gift. Seize the day, for the day is a gift from God. Okay, we're gonna carpe, 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 carpe amore, carpe amore, carpe, 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 carpe amore, carpe amore. Seize the love, for the love is a gift. Seize the life is a gift. Seize the joy, for the joy is a gift. Seize the life, for the life is a gift. Seize the day, for the day is a gift from God. Now let's carpe out of here. Carpe, 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 carpe. We did it.
Oh. Thank you so much.
You gotta seize the day.
Yes,
Seize the song.
we're really pushing your boundaries today.
Out of my comfort zone.
Well, that's this year, right? We're living out loud, and this month, the last session this month is Living Curiosity Out Loud. So God doesn't dictate the course of your life, only you can do that. And you know, that was probably one of the biggest learnings that I had in the New Thought movement, was that I'm not someone's marionette or someone's puppet, or that life is not fated to be a certain way. That I create my life based on my thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. And that God doesn't actually know what's going to happen until I make up my mind. That's a pretty awesome thing to know, but also a lot of responsibility. So let's explore the simple truths of life, such as being authentic, navigating pain and fear, and staying real. And how do we do that and remain curious? And begin to introduce yourself to your own wisdom, your own inner grace, because it exists in you, and your own wisdom, your truth. And Mark Nepo says, life has been made just difficult enough that we need each other to ensure the journey of love. I know that we're made perfect to be on our own, but we're even more perfect, if there's such a thing, when we can do it together with someone else or a group of people. And Mark Nepo is a wonderful author, poet. His writings are just outstanding. If you've never read any of his work, I think you'd really enjoy it. So are you still playing small, or are you ready to be who you came here to be and live life to its fullest? And how are you playing small, if you are? So let's say this one together, if that's comfortable. Today, I live life to the fullest. Are you ready for the consequences of that? Let's say it again. Today, I live life to the fullest. I mean, Emilio is a perfect example of that. Draw on all that you know and know that it's going to be okay. And the beautiful thing is that when you are a loving person, you surround yourself with loving people, because that's the way it works. You're attracting that to you, who you are. And so when things don't go the way they're supposed to go, you're in that loving environment. And that was an example this morning, wasn't it? You know, it doesn't matter if we make mistakes. We roll with it, we laugh, we have fun, and we just do it. Just do it. So you can have the life that you want by being present to the life that you have. And I don't know if you remember these days or if you had these kind of days, but up to a certain age, I was thinking, when I got to this point, then I would be happy, or then I could live, or then I could fill in the blanks. When I was a certain age, you know, I didn't really value the stage I was at. I was always imagining somewhere out to the future. Maybe it was a trip I was taking next year, and so the whole year kind of was a blur, and I wasn't as present to what was going on. And I think when you're not present, you also have a tendency to suffer when things happen, because you're not able to tap into the wisdom within you. You just kind of are reactive. Would you say that's true? So I'd like to look at precious human birth, about holding on and about unlearning. So let's begin with Mark Nepo again. Be mindful of how rare it is to find ourselves in human form on earth. He continues to say, the chance to feel enormous appreciation for the fact that we are here as individual spirits, filled with consciousness, drinking water and chopping wood. And he continues to say, you know, do you understand that no other life form has the consciousness of being that you're privileged to have? I mean, there are all kinds of living beings on this planet, but none of them have the consciousness that we have. We have little puppies here occasionally, and kitty cats and birds in our lives, and maybe even fish, and they respond to us, but they don't have the same kind of living awareness that we do. And they don't create their reality the way that we can, because they don't think the way that we do. At least that's what we understand, until we're a dog or a cat or a bird or a fish. And maybe you have been those things. So, you know, if you remember, could you tell me? So do you recognize that all the endless species of plants, animals, and minerals on Earth, a very small portion of life has the awareness of being human? And what does it mean to be human? Do you think of it as power and strength? Do you think of it as fragility? Do you look at it as, wow, this is awesome? Or do you look at it as a scary place to be? Because all of that is okay, but it also creates the life that you're going to experience. So you are blessed, and in this time, in this place, to be a human being alive in the ways that are often taken for granted. So what have you been perhaps taking for granted? I mentioned to a lady who showed up this morning looking very vibrant and young, and I said, wow, like you're looking so young. Because she's just retired, and there is this air of no bags of boulders on her shoulders, if you know what I mean. This sense of freedom and carefreeness that has become her aura. And so we exude who we are and how we feel about life and how we feel about ourselves in life. Your precious human birth is unrepeatable. There is no one like you. Never will be, never was. You are a unique expression. And so you're precious. And whatever anyone has told you up to this point, they've lied. Because you are wonderful, magnificent, beautiful. So what will you do today knowing that you are one of the rarest forms of life to walk on this earth? Interesting question. Have you been ever asked that? What will you do knowing that you're one of the rarest forms of life to ever walk this earth? Will you walk with your head higher? Will you maybe feel a little cocky about it? Or will you just perhaps feel worthy for the first time in a really long time? How will you carry yourself if you know that you're fully supported, that you're fully loved, that there is this benevolent source that is within you and around you that is always loving you more than you could ever love yourself, loves you? How would you carry yourself if you really knew that to be true? So what would you do with your hands? Would you reach out and hold someone's hand? Would you lovingly touch everything with the awareness of how amazing it is that I can do that I can feel this, that I can cut this tomato, that I can make this meal, that I can soothe myself? What will you ask, and of whom? When you know that they are precious too, does it change how you might ask of someone else? Mark Nepo again, he's my favorite guy this week. Tomorrow you could die and become an ant, and someone will be setting traps for you. But today you are precious and rare and awake. I mean, that really puts it in perspective, doesn't it? I mean, we live in a country where we're safe, generally safe. Our biggest concern this morning was, how do I get through the icy conditions at the back door? I mean, that's pretty darn great. So this understanding of the preciousness of life and of you makes gratitude easy. It makes hesitation seem like a waste of time. Like, why are you procrastinating? Why are you waiting to do the thing that you want to do? To talk to the person you want to talk to experience what you want to experience. Grateful and awake, ask what you need to know now. Have you asked today, what do you need to know for the next steps, for your greatest, best experience to unfold? Why don't you just take a moment, close your eyes, and just ask. Say, show me, guide me. I'm ready, I'm open. And know that if you don't get the answer immediately, it's going to show up. And say what you feel now when you're experiencing other people. You know, and they say, so how's it going? Oh, fine. Fine is our favorite word. Why not say, well, you know what, I'm really glad to be here. The rest of the week was really shitty, or whatever, or stressful, or the rest of the week was really great, but I love coming here with all these beautiful people. And love what you love now. Don't wait. Don't just think it in your mind. Jean, our board president, and I often have conversations during the week, and we were talking about how it's so important if you think about someone and they look younger, to say, wow, you look great, or boy, is that color of beige ever nice on you? You know, whatever it is. And what about sitting outside if possible, or near a window, and notice the other life forms around? I mean, I have the privilege of seeing a couple of cardinals that live right outside my window in my living room. And I watch them doing their thing with the squirrels in the tree, and it's so beautiful. Breathe slowly and think of the ant and the blade of grass and the blue jay and what these life forms can do that you can't. Think of the rock and the bark on the tree and a bench, and contemplate the inner things that you can do that they can't. And again, Mark Nepo, rise slowly, feeling beautifully human, and enter your day with the conscious intent of doing one thing that only humans can do. When the time arises, do this one thing with great reverence and gratitude. Maybe it's to make yourself your favorite beverage in the morning, and to do it in a slow and really grateful kind of way. So let's look at holding on. So this is a sort of a quote I read about this. His name is Robert, and he's talking about painting his living room. He said, I teetered there for minutes, trying to open the door, not wanting to put anything down. I was so stubborn, I had the door almost open when I lost my grip, stumbled backward, and wound up on the ground, red gallons of paint all over me. You can just imagine. We all do this, whether it's with groceries or paint, even the stories that we share. And this really resonated with me because, think about the time that you're getting out of the car and you've just bought groceries and you think, how can I get them all in at once? Right? Like, why are we in such a hurry? Or how can let's say you have a really great story to tell, but you can feel like the other person is in a hurry. So you kind of rush through the story, you miss all the best parts, and you just kind of, tell it really quickly, whereas maybe they'd be happy to have that little bit of time that you took to tell the story fully because there's something there that they needed to hear. Like, how many times are you rushing through moments? My husband, Reverend Randy, when we're driving on the road, if someone's really in a hurry and they scooch up behind us, and you know how they come really close, and like they want to get by you. And then they scooch around you, and by the time that you get to the next light, they're right in front of you anyway. And he says, what are you going to do with that 5 minutes that you just got? Build a condo? And it's the idea that why are we in such a hurry? So we do this with our love, with our days, and even with our pain. And it reminds me of my son, Benjamin, who I call Ben most of the time. And when he was 10 years old, he had a hip problem where the circulation wasn't feeding the hip socket, and his bone was deteriorating. And he was in a lot of pain, and he was taught how to control the pain and relieve himself of the pain and actually heal the hip through visualization. And so occasionally when we talk on the phone now, he lives in Finland, and he's in his mid-30s now, and he'll say, oh, I've had such a headache. And I'd say, well, do you do that thing that you know how to do? He says, no, Mom, I just take Advil. And, that's like the carrying the 2 buckets of paint or all of our groceries. Like, he could stop because he knows how to do it naturally, and relieve the pain. But why is it we're in such a hurry? I mean, I don't have an answer for you because I'm in there with you, trying to carry everything all at once. And for a while there, I was using a walker all the time. I'd pile everything on the walker so I wouldn't have to go back. So I don't have the answer, but maybe we're not living in the moment enough. Maybe that's what it is. It's so simple, yet we refuse to put down what we carry in order to open the door. And I'd like to think about that metaphysically and metaphorically. So what are we carrying around that's not allowing us to be more open to the better things in life that are just waiting if we were to not carry all of that around? What might that be for you? You can't hold on to things and enter. You must put down what you are carrying, open the door, and then pick up what you need to bring it inside. I talk about that when I guide you in meditation, where I say, put aside what you're thinking about and just go to your heart. And know that you can pick those things up as soon as you open your eyes again. They're there. And if you fall, you always have a second chance to learn how to fall, and again, if you want to, but also to get up and to laugh. You know, and that's one of the things in the human condition that is such a beautiful thing, is that no matter how many times we fall, we can choose to get up again. We always have another chance, more than a second chance, 1,000,000 chances, really, and we can laugh about it. I mean, I'm getting a lot better at laughing at stuff like that. Think about some limit that you're having trouble with in your life. It might be at work, at home, in a relationship, or maybe you're not feeling the kind of peace that you wish to feel. So let's meditate just for a moment. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and look at yourself to see if you're carrying too much to open the door. Breathe slowly, and with each out breath, put the things that you are carrying down. What you're planning this afternoon, what you're going to do next week. Some thoughts that you have that are just kind of getting in the way of being present. And breathe freely now and just open the door, the metaphorical door. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And you can do that anytime, especially when you're feeling frenzied and rushed. To just stop for a moment and ask yourself, what am I hanging on to that's not allowing me to be peaceful, to move to the next level? So let's look at what we might need to unlearn as well. Because you can start right now to unlearn back to God. Have you ever heard of it put that way? So this is Helen Luke. The coming to consciousness is not a discovery of some new thing. It is a long and painful return to that which has always been. And that is the spiritual journey. And it's not always painful, unless you call frustration painful. Or being in a hurry, wanting to get there fast, being painful. Could be. You were born free of expectation and regret, free of ambition and embarrassment, free of fear and worry, a pure expression of God. Think about these brand new little babies. Before they had a chance to learn that there was anything to be afraid of, it was just expressing their needs or their joy or their exploration, their curiosity, when their big toe could still be reached and put in their mouth. You know, it was really a time, and we can be that curious, we can. The place in you is where grace and peace resides. It's right where you are. Psychologists call this spot the psyche. Theologians call it the soul. Jung called it the seat of the unconscious. The Hindu masters called it Atman. Buddhists call it Dharma, Rilke calls it inwardness, and Sufis call it qalb, and Jesus called it the center of our love. So to know this spot within you is to know who you are, not by your outer appearances, not by where you work or what you wear or your name, but by feeling your place in relation to the infinite and by consciously inhabiting it. You know it through feeling your place within the infinite and by inhabiting it. And the word feeling is the key there. It's not to just think it, it's to feel it. This is a challenge and often a lifelong task because you must release what is not necessary or true. Each of us lives in a state of forgetting that there is this unchanging, constant place of grace at your core. I don't know about you, but when I'm rushing or I have a deadline or a goal that I want to accomplish, I don't remember God. Do you? It's not until I maybe stop, take a deep breath and go, oh yeah, it's all okay. Everything always works out. The goal truly is how to uncover that original center and how to live there once you remember it. So Don Miguel Ruiz in the Four Agreements talked about domestication. So I have a couple of short videos on that. You can unlearn your way back to God, and it can come through suffering or through love. So let's meditate again. Close your eyes, just for a moment. And breathe your way beneath any troubles or stress, and imagine that you're a diver slipping deep into the stillness, and that you're a really good swimmer. And that this is always waiting for you, this stillness, this calmness beneath any of the churning waves, and that you have everything you need to go to this place of stillness. Now consider one thing that you love doing. Maybe it's running, singing, drawing, bird watching, gardening, reading. What is it that makes you feel centered and alive? Notice what comes up for you, and breathing slowly, feel the spot of grace within you. For these things that you love mirror that core at the center of who you are. Those things that you love to do are what bring you the closest to the God of your understanding. So bring your attention back to the room. Your invitation is to just be curious and sincere enough for things to start to reveal themselves. Recognize and know yourself as an expression of the divine and live life to its fullest. Don't hold back in fear. Dive in with curiosity. Allow the joy of life to be expressed as you. Because you're magnificent. You're a shining light. Don't reduce it with thoughts that you're not enough. Just shine brightly. So here's the first video on domestication.
If we see a child who is 2 or 3, perhaps 4 years old, we find a free human. Very young children are not afraid to express what they feel. They are not afraid to love. They don't worry about the past, don't care about the future, and only live in the present moment. As children, our normal human tendency is to enjoy life, to play, to explore, to be happy, and to love. But what has happened with the adult human? Why are we so different? The humans who take care of us teach us what they know, which means they program us with knowledge. including all the social, religious, and moral rules of their culture. They hook our attention, pass on the information, and teach us to be like them. We learn how to be a man or a woman according to the society in which we are born. We learn how to behave the right way in our society, which means how to be a good human. In truth, we are domesticated the same way that a dog, a cat, or any animal is domesticated, through a system of punishment and reward. We're told that we're a good boy or a good girl when we do what the grown-ups want us to do. We're a bad boy or a bad girl when we don't do what they want us to do. All the rules and values of our family and society are imposed on us. The people we live with tell us their opinions, what is good and what is bad, what is right and what is wrong, what is beautiful and what is ugly. Just like a computer, all that information is downloaded into our head. We are innocent. We believe what grown-ups tell us. We agree, and the information is stored in our memory.
Yeah, doesn't that resonate? And so it goes on to say,
at a certain point, all the opinions of our parents and teachers, religion and society, make us believe that we need to be a certain way in order to be accepted. They tell us the way we should be, the way we should look, the way we should behave. And because it's not okay for us to be what we are, we start pretending to be what we are not. By the time we are teenagers, we don't need anyone to domesticate us. We've learned to judge ourselves, punish ourselves, and reward ourselves according to the same belief system we were given, and using the same system of punishment and reward. The domestication may be easier for people in some places in the world and harder for people in other places. But in general, none of us has a chance of escaping the domestication. None of us.
and it's not meant to be a bad thing, but we can unlearn it. We can unlearn the things that really stifle who we are naturally, who we are at the core of our being. You can unlearn your way back to God. And it can happen through suffering, or it can happen through love. So you're precious as a human because you're precious right from birth. You're unique, amazing, awesome, magnificent. And if you're holding on, what are you willing to let go of to be even more magnificent? And in the unlearning, the infinite mind of God fills my awareness with all I require to live my best life now. So take a deep breath and say this with me, would you? The infinite mind of God fills my awareness with all I require to live my best life now. Yes, because we are the ones.
Come on. Okay. What's your takeaway today? I thought at the beginning of the service, our fun quotient was really high today, especially with the song Carpe Diem. So what am I taking away? It's nice to be reminded that I am precious, wonderful, magnificent, beautiful, just because I'm one of the rare forms of life to walk on this earth. Now, that quotation about dying and coming back as an ant, the image that came to mind was walking through the forest in Costa Rica. I'm so glad I didn't step on those ants. So I hope the karma works around when I become an ant, no one will step on me. And you had a question, what will I do with my hands? And I added, what will I do with my eyes? Because right now in the Artist's Way, we're at week 4, where we're supposed to go through media and reading deprivation. I cannot tell you the objections to that. But this morning, we cannot listen to music with lyrics. So I just happened to find a CD that has it's piano. I didn't even remember it existed in my house. So I decided I will not listen to music. I'll just see what happens being in silence, because I'm never in silence in the car. And I started looking at the trees, the shape of the trees, the shape of the branches, the shadows on the road. Some are beige, some are dark green. It was quite an experience, because I would not have been doing that before, right? So I think of what will I do with my eyes now that I'm this magnificent creature on this earth. And unlearning every day. That's nice to know. I can unlearn all those things that went into my brain, some of which I know at this stage in my life are not serving me right now. Thank you, Reverend Ann. So, let us turn our attention to the law of circulation through conscious giving. And this includes financial giving and receiving, asking and forgiving, blessing and praising. So you may do that right now through the basket that's being passed around, and those of you online, we are open and receptive to your e-transfers sent to admin at unityspiritualcenter.com or on the website. And if you'd like to make your checks payable to Unity Spiritual Center, we thank you for supporting our community. And we are also grateful for the volunteers, for the prayers, for the loving thoughts that are coming our way, if that's the way you choose to communicate with our community. And so bearing all this in mind, place your hand on your heart and say this affirmation with me. Divine love that I am, blesses all I give and all I receive.
This song is from the musical Jekyll and Hyde. This is the moment, this is the day, when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have begun is coming into play, is here and now, today.
Wow. I almost don't want to say anything. Just sit in
I haven't
that.
sung that song in a long time.
It's fabulous.
Jekyll and Hyde. The musical Jekyll and Hyde.
It's from the musical Jekyll and Hyde.
And it's the first version. It's not the
Very.
before they tweaked it.
Very nice. And know that here at Unity, we're all about prayer. So we're here to pray with you. And you can also go to Silent Unity online or give them a call. They are available 24/7, or you can send us a prayer request at prayer@unityspiritualcenter.com, or put it in the prayer box here in the next room. And let's wrap up this portion before we sing our final song with the prayer of protection by James Dillett Freeman. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. And all is well, so it is. And another magnificent song, If I Were Brave.
I'm ready for singing Carpe Diem. What would I do if I knew that I could not fail? If I
Wow, wasn't that fantastic? I just finished watching with Reverend Randy yesterday the Whitney Houston story that's out in video. And I have such a greater appreciation for the voice and the instrument that we call the voice. They really talked about how much work it takes to hold notes for a long time and to go these different octaves. And I appreciate you even more than I already have, Emilio. You know, it's a wonderful film as well. So I invite you all to put on your calendar March the 19th after service. I'd like for us to do a community visioning as well as a potluck. It's usually our Super Sunday, so we normally eat together anyway. But what our board would like to do, because we're having our AGM in April, is we would like to have a visioned budget in terms of what kind of things do we want to experience over the next year. And to be able to create a budget around that, we need to know what it is that our community wants to experience. And so if we can do, it's about an hour after we have our lunch, we would do a visioning just to kind of pull together, are we still on the same path together? You know, are we still empowering and inspiring and, you know, being spirit-led and all of those things? And what does that look like? So I invite you to please come. And if you're online, I would love to hear what your vision for this community is and to let us know that. So we'll see you next week. Know that I love you, and it's an honor to be here with you. Bye for now.